Hello FlossTube, my name is Tamara, and in today's video I wanted to show you what I have been stitching recently, which projects I have finished, which ones I have started, and generally speaking what happened in my cross-stitch life in the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to show you what I have stitched from Cranberry Plaid stocking by Just Nan. I have one more Christmas ornament from Letty Stitch, and I stitched the winter part of 4 Wishes sampler by Just Nan, which was a plan for this winter, like just winter being stitched in winter. But let's see it step by step. I have finished stitching the Cranberry Plaid stocking, which makes me super happy. I haven't stitched this one as quickly as I did with the Christmas shoulders. First of all, because I didn't have as much time for stitching, and because this one is, how would I say, here is more work to do. It's not much more work, but it's more work to do here. But I finished it and I am super happy. I haven't finished with the design so far because I said that I'm stitching the name tags and I'm stitching the pin cushions. So this one is going to be for my husband, and I'm not going to write his name. I decided that I'm going to write just Daddy, and the one which is going to be for me, I'm just going to write Mommy, and that's it. So I'm going to do the name tag, and I'm going to cross stitch this pin cushion, because it's not for pins. I'm not going to use it for pins. This cushion, and I hope to put them together as I did with the previous one for the Christmas shoulders, so that in the end I will have just the unfinished stockings. So for the final thing I will have just the stockings to be done. What I wanted to tell you about this one is that I loved greatly, deeply, enormously to stitch it, and I think this one is just a bit, not like very much, just a bit more elegant than the Christmas shoulders, and I'll show you what I have done with the Christmas shoulders. Just yes, I cut it on the on the edges because I thought about the fact that I don't want to keep unnecessary fabric. You see that line, this line which is here. So this line is not going to be in the final variant. It's just this one was given in the chart as how do I say, as a point of sewing the final variant. So when maybe the professional person I'm going to ask to do it for me, in the end when it's going to put together like with the other part, this one is going to be taken out, but it's going to be stitched on this perimeter. And this one is the same for all the stockings, because all the stockings have the same size. I already checked with the six charts which I have. That's why I decided that I'm going to stitch as I did here. I'm cutting like 1.5 centimeters, because I'm not in inches, I am in centimeters. And here the edge, yes, it has some things, but it's not like going anywhere, because I'm working out this edge with fray check, it's called. I use Prim, which I like enormously. So I'm working out that thing, and it's not the, I mean, like the fabric is not going anywhere. It's like this. So I finished this one. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut this one on the perimeter, like work out the edges with the fray check, and I'm going to keep them until I'm going to stitch all of them, and then finally I'm going to put together, me or somebody else. But I said already that I have to find the same fabric for all of them, and I have to look for cording. And by the way, I think that this cording which is here, gold, light gold, white gold I would say, and cream, something like this, it's very nice. So in the end I'm going to look for one a unique cording for all of them. At least I am thinking so now, but I'll see what is going to happen in the end. What else? So I said that for this one I needed more time to stitch, but I wouldn't say it is more difficult than that one. It's just it's more to be stitched. By the way, I think I said in the previous videos that sorry. I said in the previous videos that I don't know if you can see. You see this motif, this one, and this one. They are the same for all the stockings, like using the same colors, and they go the same. And this one, if I'm not wrong. And the rest of them already differ. For example, because you can see that here this tassel is already stitched in crainic, so it goes in 3 colors of crainic, by the way. What else? This one differ. The specialty stitches differ because they have different how to say, subjects. They have a topic, and this one is cranberry. What else I wanted to, there is there is quite a lot of backstitch here. There is backstitch on the cranberry here, and there is backstitch on the cranberry here, on each of them. And why did I stitch it longer? Because it seemed to me that this specialty stitches was more difficult than this one, for example. And these elements I have stitched longer. They are not more difficult, but I had the feeling that it's more stitches than here, you see, and I used more time to stitch them. And these central motifs, they also required more time as comparing to this poinsettias. And this one here, believe me, it's not difficult again, but it takes like more time than stitching those 4 Christmas trees from there. So that's why. And I wanted to tell you about the materials, by the way. So the crainic, if you remember, I said that there are like 4 crainics to be used here, which I had like in my stash. I didn't buy them especially for this design, and wanted to warn you that number 002 high luster, this one you'll need a lot. I didn't have the full spool. I had it was started. I don't know how much I used from it, but it was enough. It was quite a lot, and I finished it, but it was enough to finish the whole thing. Quite a lot of backstitch you'll need with this one, and cross stitches, because here, like on the perimeter, a lot of cross stitches are done with this one, and in the tassel you need it. The second one, which you'll need again quite a lot, this is 102. This one was full, you see, so. And the green one, which was required 009, I had in my stash 009, but high luster, and I used this one. This one you won't need a lot. It's just here in the cuff of the stocking. Here is just few stitches, so you don't need a lot. If you have some leftovers, you can use them. It's going to be enough. And then it's 202 high luster. This one so not so much as I remember. Then taking into account that I finished this one, of course I wanted to buy a new one. The strange thing is that it's not in stock in any of the local shops where I buy, I mean, like these materials. And I'm going to probably to wait for it to come, and until it will come, I will use 002 simple without a high luster. I mean, I'll use this one to stitch the name tag and to stitch the cushion here, because I will need it for this cushion, and I don't want just to put them aside and wait for this crainic. Because I compared this one with the high luster, and yes, there is a slight difference, but not so much. Just we, the cross stitchers, can notice it. As normal unstitching person won't even like notice the difference, probably between these two. And why I want to continue stitching? Because I promised myself that when stitching the stocking, I am going to do the name tag and I'm going to do the cushion. So I did it with the Christmas holders. That's why I want to continue with this one, because you know it's better to do it now, because I have a box with all the materials for this design, and like it will take me, let's say, a few more days to finish it. and then I'm going to like put all the materials to their places. But if I'm going to stop now and stitch it later, for example, if I'm going to decide to stitch later just the cushions, so I have to take the materials once more, like prepare again the process, the design, and do it. So that's why I decided that I'm going to stitch it alongside. Of course, it's not going to be like the main project. It's going to be, let's say, meanwhile doing something bigger. So because I consider that the bigger work, this one I already finished. What else? If we speak about the beads, in the original bead pack there are like 3 colors of beads. These are the 2mm pearls in this color, the petite gold, simple petite gold, this one, and the kind of plum petite, something like this, which they have, and that's it. There is a lot of, I'm showing you, but I'm not showing on the camera. This gold, it's a lot because I haven't been using it like for the stocking, because I have used the 40557 petite glass beads from Mill Hill. I have been using this one to stitch, to attach the beads here, because the rainbow beads I replaced, I said already when I was speaking about this stocking, the rainbow beads I replaced with this one, the gold ones, and I had like more in this pack, and I used them here just because it seems to me that this one looked like how do you say, sparklier than the ones from the original embellishment pack. Okay, the embellishment pack comes from 1999, because this is when the design was released, maybe a few years later, but it's old. Maybe that's the reason. Yeah, but I finished this one and I have to order a new one. I hope they have it in stock, because I think because of the situation, because of the lockdown and like not a lot of how do I say, things circulating, that's why the local shops are so out of stock of a lot of products, because it's not just this cranic which I needed. That's why I just decided to stick stitching with what I have and just not getting crazy that I cannot find the necessary materials. Hopefully I'll find the DMC, at least DMC should be in stock. Also about the thread which I use to attach the beads, by the way, I like very much attaching the beads in Just Nan designs with what Nan advises in the chart, like in the instructions. But when I started doing it here, it was like indicated ecru, and here also it was ecru. And when I started doing it in this stocking, honestly I didn't like attaching these gold beads with ecru thread. It seemed to me that, I don't know, I didn't like it. That's when I decided to take this beading thread. This is Titan 100. It seems to me I showed it to you. This is Russian, and it's very good, by the way. I know that Nemo, YLI is okay, but with this one it's much easier to work comparing with YLI. I have YLI and I'm using that one only in the cases when I want the beading needle to be really invisible. This one is ecru, as you can see. By the way, for the English-speaking people who want to buy it, one Russian shop, it's on Etsy. I mean, it sells on Etsy, and there was a time when they were selling these ones. I'll try to look for the. I'm going to try to look on Etsy if they still sell this thread. I mean, like in the Etsy shop, and if yes, I'm going to leave the link in the info so that you could buy it too. You'll see they have like free shipping when you buy for a certain amount, like charts what they have, what they sell. So buying just this one, probably you'll pay a lot for shipping. You'll have to buy something more, but I'm going to leave you the link so that you will see, and if you can buy, you can try it, because first of all, it's not expensive. It's super cheap, and it's a lot. Like it's a lot here, and at least I work much easier with this thread comparing to YLI. I attached all the beads to the Ileana from Mirabilia last year with this one, and believe me, there are a lot of beads there, and I did it quickly, and I did it like nicely, and I didn't get like, because with the YLI I'm just I cannot work long, you know. I have to stitch a few beads to do it like the beading, then stop and go do something else, like cross stitching, doing something else. But with Yeliana, honestly, I just spent, it seems to me, 2 days like doing all the beading, because I used to do the beading in the end. Yes, that's me. I know that it's wrong. I know that it's going to be quicker to do the beading meanwhile stitching, but I don't know, this is me. I know that there are cross stitchers who like to do the back stitch in the end. Thanks God, I just got used, because in the very beginning when I was doing like simple stitching, yes, I was stitching everything, then doing the cross stitching in the end. But now no, I'm doing the cross stitching, the back stitch, sorry. But now I'm doing the back stitch meanwhile stitching. Okay, I talked a lot about this design, so finished it. It's the second one, which I have finished in this winter, like 2020-2021 period, which makes me super happy and super proud of myself. And I hope that in the next videos, like in between, I'm going to show you the name tag and the cushion ready. Hope. So that's it. Let's go to the next thing. The next one I wanted to show you is the sampler 4 Wishes by Just Nan. So I said that I'm going to stitch this one throughout the whole year. Okay, it's a lot to say throughout the whole year, because I hope that in September it's going to be ready, because I'm stitching each season, the season which is here. So I had as a task to stitch winter, the first, to be ready, and to wait until maybe the last days of February or the first days of March to stitch the next part, to stitch spring. I don't know if I said in the video where I was showing the project like two weeks ago, I think it was that video. So I was saying that I was not sure, but I thought that this one is out of production. And by the way, I confirmed myself this information, because if you would look on the official site, Just Nan site, there is such a how do I say, part which says in the endangered species. So there they list the designs which they sold out to the shops and which they are not like making anymore. So it means that if you find if you want to find such designs, you'll have to look either in some shops or you'll have to look on eBay. So this one like it's out of production, and I thought it's going to be easier, honestly. I don't know why I said to myself, okay, I will need just, I don't know, an evening, maybe a whole stitching day, like, because I used to stitch mostly in the morning and in the evening, like early in the morning until my child is waking up, my husband is going to work, and my child is waking up. So this, like, time I used to stitch in quiet, having a coffee, and I used to stitch quite a lot because it's quiet, nobody's like asking me anything, and I managed to stitch quickly and make good progress. And then I used to stitch in the evening when already everybody like had dinner, had their bath, and everybody's either watching TV, playing. So my husband is usually like playing with the child or looking after him, and not all the times, but usually it's the second part of the day when I can stitch again quite a lot. I mean, like undisturbed. So I was thinking that I'm going to use like one of my stitching evenings, maybe a stitching morning, and I will finish. No. It took me 3 stitching days. Okay, I wouldn't say that I had a lot of time to stitch, but it took me almost 3, 2.5, I don't remember, but it took me quite a lot to stitch this one. Because it proved that this one has quite a lot of specialty stitches, quite a lot of back stitch, and quite a lot of small details. I show you how it looks like, but it took me more time. So first of all, this frame, it's in long stitch or satin stitch, I don't remember. So it takes again like time. The back stitch is a lot, you see, and I'm doing the back stitch how would I say, like each cross or after two threads, let's say so, because this is linen. Because I noticed, if I'm not wrong, Just Nan is not saying in the instructions about this, but I noticed on their previews, and I am doing as well like this. You see the here back stitch again, it's like because it looks neat, it looks nice, and you have fewer chances that in time is going to be like, I don't know, not break, but you know, like go like loose, something like this. So specialty stitches here, specialty stitches here, and it's the 28th count. I know it's a big count, but anyway, the tiny cross stitches, one like one thread after one thread being stitched, you see. So this cardinal, this birdie here also is the tiny one. A lot of threads. Some of the threads I use just to do some cross stitch. For example, a separate thread was used to cross stitch this plants here. Sorry. So I needed like 21 or 22 colors here just for this part, and the mittens of this snowman, you see how they look like. So like these two have one color, this one has another color, the back stitch go with another color, the snowflakes of this one go one type of specialty stitches, these three go another one. Smyrna crosses, so Smyrna in the bunny tails, whereas Smyrna in the noses of this one. Don't remember where else it was Smyrna. So it took time, but it's nice, you know. I like it a lot, because I liked this design like since I started stitching Just Nan, but when I started liking it, this one could be bought, so it was still so being sold in the shops, and I thought, oh, I'm going to buy it later. But when I wanted to buy it later, it was out. Hopefully I found this one on eBay like for a decent price, and I bought it. So this is it about this design. I hope that it's going to be everything okay, and my plan of stitching it each season is going to be like everything is going to go according to the plan, and in the beginning of September I'll have a ready work to maybe not to frame, you know. I was thinking about making this like how do I say, I wouldn't say that they are small, they are long, but the width is not big, you know. Designs by Just Nan to make banners, like because the banners are easy to take out from easy to hang, easy to take out, easy to keep in your wardrobe, like, you know, like somewhere in the corner with the clothes. I don't know, I'm thinking about this, because putting everything into the frame is going to be too much, because come on, we don't have so many okay, maybe not all of us, so many walls to hang so many cross-stitched works. And the ones which are smaller, I'm really thinking of stitching in something which can be, you know, like easily displayed and easily taken out, so that it would be nice, comfortable, and transportable. So in case you'll need to transport it sometimes, because I don't know. Okay, but this is it. Let's go to the next one. And the next what I wanted to show you is one more Christmas ornament from Letty Stitch, which I'm stitching. So this is such nice bells, Christmas bells. You know, the result, I already said that the result is very, very nice. So I like it a lot. I mean, the how it goes out. And I said that I'm going to stitch just one ornament with candy canes. Is going to be this one with two. So I have this one and this one to stitch, and I won't stop. I decided that I won't stop. Still, I'm going to stitch it like step by step, and because I want to finish it this winter season. I mean, like I don't want to leave it like this, have like 2 more ornaments, and go to the beginning of winter. I mean, like this winter 2021. So in my plans is to finish it. Probably when I'm going to finish it, I'm going to show them all, tell you about the threads, because I changed some things here about the key, about everything. So it's going to be kind of a wrap up on this work. Somebody from US in the first videos, when I starting showing this project, asked me about this. I wrote to her the official site Letty Stitch, but apparently she told me that the delivery to US is quite expensive, and they don't have US shops. So the cross stitchers from US who watch my videos and you purchased Letty Stitch designs from US, from I don't know, US shops, and you are satisfied by the price, the I don't know, everything, would you please indicate in your comments which shops you bought from, so that the average US cross stitchers would see. So I think it would be a useful information for the cross stitchers who want to stitch this brand and don't know where to buy it in US. So I think it's a great idea, sharing the shops which sell them in US. I would be thankful for this. Okay, so this is just one ornament. Hopefully, I hope very much that in one of my next videos I'm going to show you the rest of them, like the 2, and I won't like bring this project anymore in your faces, because you're probably sick and tired of it. Okay, so this would be everything about this project. So this would be everything I wanted to show you in this video, what I have been stitching in the last 2 weeks. I hope you liked the video, and by the way, I haven't said anything about Winter Blues, which I also announced as a new project, like a while ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. Yes, 2 weeks ago I announced it as a new project. I didn't show anything about this one because I haven't started it yet. I have all the materials prepared in a box, and probably I'm going to start it even like today, maybe tomorrow, but this one is going to be started for sure because I wanted to stitch it a lot, because I said that I like the design a lot. I think that it's not a difficult one to stitch, but I'm still afraid to say this one. After, you know, stitching like the winter part, which I also thought it's going to be very, very easy, but it proved not to be so easy. So I'll start it, and for sure I'll finish it until the end of February. So this is everything I wanted to show you in this video again. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for your likes, thank you for your comments, and see you in my next videos. Until then, bye bye!